Hello, I'm Matthew McIver, Artistic Director for the Iowa Stage Theater Company, coming to you from our world headquarters here on 11th Street. And we're excited to share with you our 2019-2020 season. As you know, Iowa Stage is moving to the Stoner Theater of Des Moines Performing Arts in the fall of 2019. And for our first season in the Stoner, we've assembled an exciting collection of plays, from comedy to drama, ranging from the classics to the cutting edge. We're presenting two plays in repertory: Henrik Ibsen's A Doll's House and Lucas Hnath's A Doll's House Part 2. Then, in December, it's the holiday classic Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. In January, we're presenting a new musical from Robert John Ford, A Doris Line. Then, it's The Cake by Becca Brunstetter. And then our season at the Stoner will wrap up with Lynn Nottage's Pulitzer Prize-winning Sweat. And finally, in June, we're back with our friends at Salisbury House and Garden for Shakespeare on the Lawn with his political thriller, Julius Caesar. Let's take a look at these exciting plays one by one. Ibsen's A Doll's House has been electrifying audiences for over a century. Nora, a seemingly fragile and naive young housewife, discovers that her marriage is more hollow than the strong alliance she believed in, as her illusions come tumbling down around her. Ibsen questions the roles that society forces women into. When Nora finally strikes out on her own, it was the door slam heard around the world. Lucas Hnath's Tony-nominated sequel to Ibsen's masterpiece imagines Nora's return 15 years after she closed the door on her marriage and her family. What has Nora been doing? How have Torvald and the children fared? What are the costs of Nora's famous exit from her family and her home? Hnath's acclaimed script turns the fallout from one of the classic stories of the stage into a cutting-edge, searing look at the consequences of the choices that we make. A Christmas Carol has been a holiday tradition for Iowa Stage audiences, and to celebrate our move to the Stoner, we're creating an all-new version with new sets to delight Iowa audiences with the story of Scrooge's ghostly visitations and his Yuletide change of heart. Robert John Ford's Caucus the Musical has been delighting Iowa audiences and poking fun at presidential hopefuls since 2007. But for 2020, he's got a new musical lampooning the presidential hubbub, and Iowa Stage has the world premiere. Politicians are auditioning for the role of a lifetime, and this parody of a chorus line shows us the gaffes behind the glamour. With characters ripped from the headlines, A Doris Line offers a laughing look at the raucous caucus chaos.
Hi, I'm Robert John Ford, creator of A Doris Line, which will have its world premiere at Iowa Stage Theater Company in January 2020. A Doris Line is a song-by-song parody of a chorus line, featuring all the Democratic presidential candidates for 2020, all who are vying to become the one singular sensation.
A young woman returns to her North Carolina hometown to ask her deceased mother's best friend to bake her wedding cake. But she's marrying a woman, and the friend, very religious, refuses. And then things, including a baking reality show and a dormant marriage, get very, very interesting. The Cake is a charming and moving play from Becca Brunstetter, one of the writers on the award-winning hit TV show This Is Us. Lynn Nottage's masterpiece of blue-collar America looks at the tensions of factory workers as they struggle with labor strife, racial tension, getting another gimlet, and the boiling frustration of trying to make $1 out of 50 cents. Created by Nottage after more than 2 years spent interviewing the residents of Reading, Pennsylvania, the then poorest city in America, Sweat won the Pulitzer Prize for the passion and humor of its vivid characters as they fight for their lives in a world that is changing faster than anyone can keep up. Shakespeare's classic telling of one of history's great fables. Caesar's ambition scares Brutus and others to turn on him and assassinate him, leading to war in Rome. A political intrigue with brutal consequences, Shakespeare's poetry makes Roman history come alive today. You won't want to miss a moment of Iowa Stage Theater Company's third season, and you don't have to. Season tickets are on sale now in 3 convenient packages. You can enjoy all of our shows with a 7-pack. That's all 6 shows at the Stoner, plus Shakespeare at Salisbury House and Garden. Or get a 6-pack. That's all the shows at the Stoner, but not including Shakespeare. Or you can open up your options with a Flex 4. That's 4 tickets to use at any of our shows at the Stoner Theater in any combination you want. You can use all 4 on one show, you can spread them out over different shows, and you can buy as many packages as you like. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and sign up for our email list at iowastage.org. You won't want to miss a thing. On behalf of the Resident Artist Company and the Board of Directors of Iowa Stage Theater Company, thank you for your support of live professional theater in Central Iowa. And I'll see you at the theater.